Hello students, welcome all of you at AriserTalent. How are you all? I hope all of you are doing amazing. So today we are going to deal with some of the NCERT problems that are related to your class 9 chapter, that is about atoms and molecules. So let's begin with the first question here. A 0.24 gram sample of a compound of oxygen and boron was found to contain that much gram of boron and that much gram of oxygen. Okay, so you have given a total quantity of sample and individually the quantity of boron and oxygen here. Now what you have to find out? You have to find out the percentage composition by weight. It means you have to analyze the performance by percentage of both the compounds here. So firstly what we will do, we will write the given conditions in the question. Now what basically the question is saying, the total sample is 0.24 gram. Total sample is 0.24 gram and it contains this much boron and this much oxygen. Okay, so I can write here weight of boron. Weight of boron is 0.096 gram. Okay, and weight of oxygen is 0.144 gram. So this is the given condition in question, and what we have to do, we have to calculate the percentage composition of each compound. So if you want to determine the percentage composition of any compound, what you have to do, you have to take the individual value divided by total sample, and for finding the percentage we have to multiply it by the 100 only. Clear? So percentage composition for any compound will be weight of that compound upon total weight of the sample, that is capital W, and it will be multiplied by the 100. Now in the first part I am determining the percentage composition for boron. Percentage composition for boron. So the sample for boron is 0.096 gram. Clear? And the total sample here is 0.24. It must be multiplied by the 100 here. So if I am going to remove the decimal from here, 10 will be inserted here, and this decimal, it will be cancelled by the 2 zeros. 10 will be cancelled by 10, and 24 4 are 96. So it will be cancelled 4 times, and 4 into 10 will give you the 40%. So how much quantity of the boron is present in the sample? The quantity of the boron present in the sample here is 40%. Now in second part I am determining the percentage composition of oxygen here. Similarly, the quantity of the oxygen which is given here is 0.144. So 0.144 divided by 0.24 into 100, point will be cancelled by point and 10 will be shifted here. 10 will be cancelled by 10, and 24 4 are 144. So it is 1 and it is 4. Sorry, 24 6 are 144. So it will be equal to 6 into 10, 60%. So the amount of sample, the percentage of the sample that is contained by the boron is 40%, and the percentage of oxygen in the sample is 60%. So I can say that the correct answer here will be 40% and 60%. Okay, so this is a very simple problem that is basically dependent upon the percentage composition in this chapter. So just copy this solution from here. After this question, let's move forward to the next question. The second question we have is, again we have a numerical problem. When 3 gram of carbon is burnt in 8 gram of oxygen, it is giving 11 gram of carbon dioxide. So firstly, when carbon is going to react with oxygen, it is definitely going to produce the carbon dioxide. Clear? So C plus O2 will give you CO2. Now I am writing the molar masses of this compound below its composition, below its symbol. So the carbon is having a 12 gram weight, oxygen will having a 16 gram. Okay, sorry, O2 molecule is here, so it must be 16 into 2. So it will be equal to 32 gram. And for the carbon dioxide, the mass of the carbon is 12 gram and for oxygen it is 16 gram. So it came out to be 44 gram. So this is the molar masses in this reaction. So I can write here, these are the molecular mass of the particular compound here. Now, the question is saying when 3 gram of carbon is burnt in 8 gram of oxygen. So, when 3 gram of carbon is burning in 8 gram of O2, it gives how much carbon dioxide it is giving? It is giving 11 gram of carbon dioxide. Clear? So, it is giving 11 gram of CO2. Now, what mass of carbon dioxide will be formed when 3 gram of the carbon is burnt with 50 gram of oxygen, and which law will you govern in this answer? So, you have to determine that when 3 gram of carbon and 50 gram of oxygen is burnt, how much carbon dioxide you will get here. So, now you have to find out, this is 8 gram. 3 gram of carbon, 50 gram of O2, and you have to determine the CO2 here. So, this will be the sample here. Now, you can see that this is 8 gram of carbon and 3 gram of carbon and 8 gram of O2. Three gram of carbon, 8 gram of O2 is giving 11 gram of CO2. So, I can say that when 12 gram of carbon burnt with 32 gram of oxygen, it is giving 44 gram of carbon dioxide. You can see here. Now, when 3 gram of the carbon is going to burn with 50 gram of oxygen, how much carbon dioxide you will get here? So, here we will apply the law of constant proportion. It means the ratio of both the quantities will be same here. Clear? So, you can see that here I am getting 11. Okay. Here we are getting the 11 and here we are getting the 44. If I am comparing these two quantities, here it is 8 gram and it is here 32 gram. Okay. Here 3 gram and here we have the 12 gram. So, you can see that it is like a 3, 4 are 12, 8, 4 are 32 and 11, 4 are 44. So, we are getting the constant proportion of 4 here. So, here the answer must be in the definite composition of 4. So, what I will get in this question, I will basically going to get in this question the multiple of 4 here, because according to the law of constant proportion, we have to keep the ratio same in all these questions. So, its answer must be, so again when 3 gram of the carbon is going to burn with 8 gram of O2, it is giving the 11 gram of CO2. Now, you can see in this sample, same 3 gram and 3 gram are used here. So, it is a ratio which is constant here, but similarly in this 3 gram, here only 8 gram of O2 is consumed to produce the carbon dioxide, but here you are using the 50 gram. So, you can see that 50 minus 8, that is 42 gram of O2 will remain unconsumed. It will remain unconsumed in this reaction. So, by analyzing this reaction, you can say that they are following the definite ratio. So, it must be the law of constant proportion. So, what is this law? This law is actually the law of constant proportion. Clear? So this is a very simple numerical which is actually based upon the law of constant proportion, and we have to see only the definite ratio in this problem. Okay. Now let's move to the next question in this sequence. What are polyatomic ions? Give example. Now, this is a simple definition. Polyatomic ions are actually the ions which is formed by the combination of more than one type of ion or atom. As its name suggests, it is poly. Poly means many. So, polyatomic ions are the ions which are formed by the combination of more than one type of ion. Or it may be more than one type of atom. Clear? So, if I am considering example, you can see here SO3 minus 2 and SO4. So, you can see that sulfur and oxygen are the different ions having different valencies. So, this sulfate or sulfide compound is basically formed by the combination of two or more than two type of the ions. So, it is considered as a polyatomic ion. So, again a very simple definition which is from your NCERT. Now, let's move forward to the question number 4. Write the chemical formula of the following. We have done a lot of chemical formulas in our lectures. So, now this is a question from your NCERT, and again we will learn the valency table for doing such kind of the problems. So, let us move to the first question. You have to form the formula for magnesium chloride. Okay. So, the symbol for magnesium will be Mg. What is the symbol for magnesium? Magnesium is Mg. And what is chlorine? Chlorine is Cl. Now, we know that the magnesium is having a valency +2 and chlorine is having a valency of -1. So, this is our symbol and this is our valency. So, we will do the crisscrossing of the valencies. This valency is shifted here and this valency is going to be shift here. So, what is the formula I am getting here? I will get the formula that is MgCl2, because Mg with the +1 and Cl with the 2. So, this is the formula for magnesium chloride. Clear? Now, calcium oxide. Second compound is calcium oxide. The symbol for calcium is Ca and for the oxide you have O. Okay. Calcium is having a valency of +2 and oxygen is having a valency of -2. So, if we do the crisscrossing of the valencies, it will be like that. And what we will get here? You will get here Ca2O2. Clear? So, in this situation, this 2 will be cancelled by this 2 because the valencies are exactly same here. So, the formula of the calcium oxide I am getting here will be CaO, because 2 will be cancelled by 2. So, again this is a very simple question you have. Next question, copper nitrate. The third compound is copper nitrate. Now, in this question, the copper is having a symbol Cu and nitrate is having a symbol NO3. Clear? This is the symbol we are having. Now, copper is having a valency of +2 and nitrate is having a valency of -1. Clear? So, you will do the crisscrossing of the valencies, and what we are getting here, I will get here Cu and this NO3 whole twice, because this 2 is going to shift on the whole compound. So, you will get here the CuNO3 whole twice, which is actually the copper nitrate we have. So, the formula here will be CuNO3 whole twice. This is the compound number C you have. Now, the compound number D is aluminium chloride. The compound D is aluminium chloride. Now, the symbol for aluminium is Al, and for the chlorine you have a symbol Cl. Now, aluminium is +3, and what is the formula for chlorine? What is the valency for the chlorine? Chlorine is having a valency of -1. Now, again, let us do the crisscrossing of the valencies here, and what we will get here? We will get here AlCl3. This one is shifted here and this 3 is going to shift here. So, the formula for aluminium chloride will be AlCl3. So, this is the D solution we have. Now, let's move to the last part, that is E, and it is calcium carbonate. So, E part I am solving here. E part is calcium carbonate. Now, the calcium is Ca, and what is carbonate? Carbonate is CO3. This is our carbonate group. Now, calcium is having a valency of +2 and carbonate is having a valency of -2. Valency you have to learn from the valency chart, because for solving such kind of the problems, if you do not know the valency of a particular element or ion, you will not be able to form the chemical formula in this question. Okay. Now, let us again do the crisscrossing of the valencies. So, you can see here this 2 will be cancelled by this 2 and I am getting here CaCO3. So, this is the formula of calcium carbonate I have. So, CaCO3 will be the formula for calcium carbonate. So, this is all about the chemical formula of a compound, and for solving such question, what you need to learn the valency table here. Now, let's move forward to our question number 5. The next question in this sequence is, give the name of the elements present in the following compound. So, what you have to identify? You have to identify the element present in this compound. So, first is quicklime. Now, the quicklime is nothing but it is a calcium oxide you have. Okay. So, A part is quicklime, and quicklime is nothing but calcium oxide. So, how you can write the elements of this particular compound? The elements that are going to be present in this compound will be calcium and oxygen only. So, the answer here will be calcium and oxygen. Okay. Now, the B question is hydrogen bromide. Hydrogen bromide. So, in this hydrogen bromide, what are the elements present here? Elements here are hydrogen, and bromide means bromine is going to be present here. So, it is a combination of hydrogen and bromine only. Clear? Baking powder. third compound is baking powder, and our baking powder is sodium hydrogen carbonate. So the baking powder is sodium hydrogen carbonate, and this is NaHCO3, sodium, hydrogen and carbonate. So you can see that which are the elements present in this formula. The elements present in this formula are sodium, hydrogen, carbon and oxygen. So the elements are sodium, hydrogen, carbon and oxygen. So these are the simple elements present in this formula. So now for solving this type of the question, it is very essential to learn the formula of the compounds. If you don't know the formula for the quicklime, then you might not be able to identify the elements which is going to be present in particular sample. Clear? Now, last part is potassium sulphate. Last one is the potassium sulphate. So what about the potassium sulphate? In potassium sulphate, the elements present are potassium. Formula for potassium sulphate is K2SO4. And the sulphate is actually the combination of sulfur and oxygen. So elements are potassium, sulfur and oxygen. So K2 is potassium, S is sulfur and O is oxygen. So if you know the formula of the compound, it will become very easy to identify the element present in that compound. So this is a very simple question again from our NCERT. Now let's move forward to the question number 6. Calculate the molar mass of the following substances. So you have to determine the molar mass here. First compound is ethine, that is C2H2. Okay. So A part, you have to determine the molar mass of C2H2. Now, carbon is having a mass 12 gram and hydrogen is having a mass of 1 gram. Clear? So it will be 2 into 12 plus 2 into 1 and it is equal to 24 plus 2, which will give you 26 gram. So you can find that the molar mass of ethine is how much gram? We have found here the mass is 26 gram. Now for solving such type of the problems, you have to learn the atomic masses from 1 to 20. If the individual mass of a element is given, then it will become very easy to solve the particular type of the question, but the mass, if the masses is not given, then you might not be able to solve this problem. So what you have to do, you have to learn the atomic masses from atomic number 1 till 20, that is about the calcium. So move forward to the next question. Sulfur molecule. Sulfur molecule that is given to you is S8. Okay. So you have to calculate the molar mass of S8. Now, this is 8 and sulfur is having a molecular mass of 32 gram. 32 gram. So it will be equal to 8 2 are 16, 8 3 are 24 and 1. It will be equal to 256 gram. Okay. So for this, you have to learn the atomic mass of the sulfur, that is 32 gram. So what I can get here, I will get here 256 gram. Now, question number C. Phosphorus molecule P4. You have to calculate the molar mass of P4 and the atomic mass of phosphorus that is given here is 31. Okay, so molar mass of P4 molecule. So 1P is equal to 31 and you are given with a 4P. So it will be equal to 4 into 31 and I will get here 124 gram. So the answer for this question will be 124 grams. So I can write here it will be equal to 124 gram. Now, the D part is you have to calculate the molar mass of HCl. Molar mass of HCl. For calculating the molar mass of HCl, you have to sum the masses of hydrogen and chlorine only. So for the hydrogen, we have a mass 1 and for the chlorine, you have a mass approximately equal to 35.5 gram. Okay. So I am writing here 35.5 gram and it came out to be 36.5 gram. So for HCl, we are getting the molar mass that is equal to 36.5 gram. Clear? So it is 36.5 gram. Now, the next question is nitric acid, that is HNO3. Now, if you want to determine the mass of HNO3, you must remember the mass for H, you have to remember the mass for N and you have to remember the mass for oxygen. So, the last part is molar mass of HNO3. Now, the H is 1, nitrogen is 14 and the oxygen is 16. So, what I will get here? 14 plus 1, 15 and 16 plus 3, I am getting 48 here. So, it came out to be 63 gram. Okay. So, this is 63 gram. So, this is how you can calculate the molar masses of the compounds in this manner. So, just copy this part from here. So, this is how you can calculate the molar masses of a compound. So, this is all about the NCERT question we have dealt today. We have discussed only 6 questions today. The rest of the questions we will continue with our next lecture. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.